Let me guess. You wake up, look at your to-do list and feel nothing. No spark, no drive. Just a quiet voice that says later. Then the day slips away. Here is the part no one told you in school. Motivation is not a feeling, it is a system. If you wait for it, you lose. Think about your last exam week. You did not feel motivated at the start. You felt pressure. Stress pushed you into action, not inspiration, not excitement, pressure. Now ask yourself a simple question. If stress can control your behavior, why do you expect motivation to be any different? Your brain does not move because you want to. It moves because something triggers it. This is where the real story starts. Step 1. Remove the idea that motivation comes first. You have seen this before. You pick up your phone to watch one video. You end up scrolling for an hour. You did not plan it. The action came first. The feeling followed. The same rule works for studying or any habit. Action creates motivation, not the opposite. Here is a quick test. Tell yourself you will study for 3 minutes, only 3. Set a timer. Start reading one paragraph. Watch what happens after the timer goes off. Your brain wants to continue because the hardest part is already done. This is your first trigger. But wait, there is another piece missing. Step 2. Build small wins that your brain can trust. Your brain hates big goals. Big goals feel like danger. This is why you avoid them. This is why you freeze when you see 10 chapters or a long assignment. So you break the task, not into chunks or boards or complicated plans. Just one clear action you can finish in under 5 minutes. One page, one summary, one solved question. When you finish it, your brain rewards you with a small hit of progress. This feeling is your second trigger. Do enough of these and motivation becomes automatic. You do not chase it. It comes from inside the process. But there is a trap. Step 3. Remove the friction that kills momentum. Think about the last time you tried to study. Your desk was messy, your phone was glowing, your mind was scattered. Friction kills more motivation than laziness. So you clear the desk, you move your phone out of reach, you open only one book or one tab, you start a short timer, your brain feels safe enough to work. Here is a cliffhanger for your mind. If removing friction gives you more energy, what happens when you remove emotional friction? Step 4. Stop using guilt as fuel. Schools train you to fear failure. You get grades, you get ranks, you get the message that pressure is the only reason to work. This destroys your relationship with motivation. You cannot feel motivated when every task feels like punishment, so you switch the frame. Instead of telling yourself, I must study, tell yourself, I choose to study for the next 3 minutes. Not for the whole day, not for 10 hours, only 3 minutes. Choice gives you control, control gives you momentum. You start, you continue, you finish. Your brain sees this pattern and stores it. This is how real motivation grows, but we are still missing the final piece. Step 5. Use identity to lock the habit. Your behavior follows who you think you are. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, you will struggle. If you see yourself as someone who starts small tasks, you will start small tasks. Your brain likes to stay consistent with your identity, so you build a simple identity statement, something real and small. I am someone who starts. Say it before you start the 3-minute timer. Repeat it after you finish the first tiny task. Identity is your third trigger. It makes your habit stick without forcing anything. Here is how all of this connects. You do not wait for motivation. You create a trigger that starts action. You collect small wins that feed progress. You remove friction that blocks energy. You avoid guilt that drains momentum. You shape an identity that supports consistent action. This is what schools never teach. They teach deadlines. They teach pressure. They teach fear. They never show you how motivation actually works inside the brain. Now you know. Try this tonight. Pick one task. Break it into a 3-minute start. Clear your desk. Move your phone. Finish one small win. Let your brain feel progress. Tomorrow, do it again. Let us build this together.